Hey everyone, Kevin Heilman here. Today we're going to change the oil on our 2011 Ski-Doo Grand Touring 600 Ace. To do that, we bought an oil change kit from our local Ski-Doo dealer. The part number on that is 415130166. Comes in a box about like so. Inside the box, what you'll find is 3 quarts of oil, a bag that also contains the rubber O-ring and a couple of crushed washers in there that you'll use while we change the oil on this. So join us as we dig into this. We'll be into the engine compartment next. We've already warmed it up just a little bit to get the oil loosened up from last year and let it cool down just a little so I don't burn my hands when I'm reaching in there. I'm going to do it preferably without removing any of the exhaust. I think we can do it based on some other information that I was able to research. Let's dig in. All right, so the tools that we need so far from what I understand is a T25 and a T30, Torx 25, Torx 30. The 30 I've already found was what will be needed for on top of the filter cap for the oil filter. The 25 and the 30 will be used. I have mismatched screws on my sled for whatever reason. You may not find that on yours, but for the plate on the bottom side of the sled that you have to open up to gain access to that drain plug on the underside of the engine. So that's what we'll be doing next. And then once we get to that point, we'll be able to show you taking off that filter cover, that filter cap with the Torx 30 and replacing the filter. Let's keep going.
All right, hey everybody, we're underneath the sled now. Myself and my son, my mechanic helper, Jason. All right, so far, let me see if I can get a good shot here. We've opened up the plate that exposes the bottom side of the engine here, and inside is a couple of drain plugs in there. I think one is a T40, the other one's a T30. Those are both gonna have to be removed. Make sure that we've also, in the meantime, we use a couple of dollies to raise up the front end of the sled, so it gives us a space underneath here. And make sure you have a drain pan ready to go, so when you remove those, the oil's gonna start flowing out of there as soon as you get them out of there, just like any standard oil change. But I just want to show you the bottom side of the sled and what we're dealing with and what you should see up inside there to get access to the bottom side of your engine. So let's keep going.
All right, so we've removed the drain plugs and we went ahead and drained the oil with the pan that was placed underneath the engine here. Of course, we got everything raised up. We gave it a good drain for a good 10-15 minutes, make sure everything got out of there. Just like any standard oil change, just make sure you get everything all drained out. We've reinstalled the drain plugs using the crush washers that came in our oil change kit. So we got that reinstalled. We're gonna put the cover plate back in place. We're gonna turn our attention to the oil filter next. Let's keep going. Okay, next up, that round cap right there with the 3 screws on that takes a Torx 30 T30 bit. And inside there is the oil filter. So let's focus on that next. All right, so we got the cap off the oil filter and you can see what it looks like in there. Getting the screws out of there, a little bit tight quarters without removing all the exhaust on here, but I was able to get in there and let's get that out of there. All right, everyone, with the cap, we're gonna go ahead and clean that up just a little bit. We got the filter out of there. I would advise using like a small needle nose maybe or something like that to kind of lift one edge of that filter up. It's a little bit tough getting it out of there, but we did get it out of there. Here it is, you can get a shot of that. So that's the filter element that came out of there. The replacement element right here, that's what's going right back in there. So get things cleaned up. Here's the O-ring, peeling that off of the old cap. That's coming out of there. The replacement O-ring is gonna go on there. We're just getting everything cleaned up and get that O-ring back on there and we'll get this all put back in place. We should be in business and ready to add some oil. All right, so with that, we got everything buttoned up. We added some oil, been checking the levels, run it a little bit, make sure it circulates throughout the engine, and levels looking pretty good. So everything's fixed up on the Ski-Doo, so now we're just waiting for some snow. So, all right, well, if you like this video, you found it informative, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And check out our other videos. I have kevinheilmanwoodworking.com. That's my other hobby. If I'm not out blazing across some fresh snow, which hopefully we get a lot of here in Minnesota this winter. But if you find this helpful, please check out our other videos. Hit like, share, and subscribe, please. And thanks. Have a great day and have a safe time snowmobiling. Bye.